Hi, Dave Mulvaney here. I'm the founder of Lifetime Lights LED. I have been importing products from China importing and exporting products to China for about 20 years. And right now there's a shortage on pharmaceuticals, on masks, which you watch the news every day and you see about these shortages of masks. And there is a real shortage. But you have to understand that these masks have been coming out of China for many years. And there's U.S. manufacturers right now who are saying, you know, we're going to go into manufacturing and we're going to do all this. And the reality to that is, look, that's great. I'm glad they're going to be doing that. Hey, don't touch your face. But that being said, those manufacturers are not going to get, I mean, I've heard one manufacturer talking about getting to 50,000 pieces a week. Look, that's not going to put a dent in things right now, okay? Most major cities need 1 million masks a day, some way more than that, okay? So 50,000 pieces a day is not going to put a dent. Now, I effectively move product from China to the United States, like I said, for over 20 years. But the Chinese don't do business the way Americans do business. First of all, right now in China, at Shanghai Dasheng factory, every day there's hundreds of people lined up outside the factory and they want to buy masks for cash. Those people sell LED lighting, they sell products to Amazon, they sell all sorts of products, but their businesses are dead. But they understand the U.S. market needs masks. And they've been dealing with the U.S. market. They've been selling to the U.S. market. So they're trying to buy 2,000 to 5,000 masks. And they're standing outside with cash. And it's become an auction, hundreds of people. So that factory knows they are guaranteed to sell 250,000, 500,000 masks to those people outside the building. That's problem number one. They have cash in hand. Right now, masks are going for 10 to 15 times the normal rate of masks. So a lot of the big manufacturers that buy from China have contracted rates for those same masks. They're unwilling to pay a higher price for the mask, especially when they're going to 10 to 14 times. So that's causing a supply chain issue. But here's the biggest problem of all. I have access to masks. Many companies have access to masks. But that's not the problem. The problem is the banks. The banks are holding up the money. Okay, so you're hearing about all of these states and federal governments and hospitals. They're issuing purchase orders to companies. And those companies, the way things normally work in the U.S., you get a purchase order, you go to a broker meaning a banker, and you fund that purchase order. Well, that is not what is happening. The banks are saying if you weren't in the medical products business prior to this, then we're not going to loan money to you to get masks, even though we can do it very effectively. It's just a simple process of moving a product from, it's global logistics. That's all it is. This is a logistics problem. But the Chinese at this point don't need to sell. They don't sell on purchase orders. They never sell on a purchase order. You either deal with a letter of credit or you deal with cash. That's how the Chinese have done business for many years, and you're not going to change them now in a crisis, not when they got people lined up outside their building. So the banks aren't financing POs. The secondary lenders are not financing purchase orders. So the reality is, when you hear that the states all these delays are happening in customs and all this other, it's a bunch of crap. The reality is, people are getting purchase orders. They can't fund those purchase orders, so they can't pay the factory to get masks. That's the problem in the marketplace. So I'm bringing private money to the business because the only way we're going to get masks in this country is we have to have the help of China right now. Look, this is a problem. We know it's a problem. It's something we have to fix in the years to come to bring that manufacturing back to the U.S. And U.S., we have to understand that we're going to pay higher prices for items. But this cannot happen to us again. But for now, we need the help of China, and we need their help very badly, and we're going to have to do business the way they want to do business, or a lot of people are going to die, especially people who are serving and helping others in a hospital. Look, I'm Dave Mulvaney. If you need masks, reach out to me at masks@lifetimelights.com. And look, I'm not hard to find. I'm all over the place right now. but we got to do something, and we got to do it fast. Look, you can't sit here and say, do you have masks today? Nobody's got masks today. But if we don't do something now, if you don't order it now, you won't have them in 2 weeks, you won't have them in 3 weeks, and this is going to continue for a lot longer. You got to get moving on ordering masks. All right, talk to you soon.